whatever you want, right? The whole point of music is self-expression. So as far as like learning techniques, there are definitely like I wouldn't go to jazz necessarily for sweep picking just because it's not as common in that, but it's not like people don't do it. Like one of my jazz teachers was super strict. Everything had to be like completely alternate picked, right? So maybe like you could find certain things like that, or maybe chicken picking, doing some country stuff, or we're just hybrid picking or whatever. But the one thing that I would say is it's important to practice how you're gonna sound, right? So I'm playing some complicated shit over here, especially like when we get into this next part. I'll just to kind of show you. Those kind of things, like a lot of times people get it in their head like that. Oh, I got to practice it with a clean tone, and then it will, and then I'll add distortion once I know how to do it. But practice how you're gonna sound. So whatever technique you're using, that's what you want to do. The one big thing though, I'd say, don't put tons of effects on. Like it's totally cool to have a little reverb or a little delay, but just don't have anything where it's like masking it, right? Sweep picking. So I was doing a little bit of sweep picking before. Not right there. Right there, I was playing an arpeggio. So arpeggios that's when you play a chord one note at a time, and you could do that however the hell you want, different techniques and stuff. But sweep picking is referring specifically to the idea of a super efficient motion, both down and then back up. So what might happen is, rather than, let's say, like when you're playing a scale, you might be alternate picking, right? A whole bunch of downs and ups and stuff. But that would fucking suck if you had to go across the strings one at a time like that. So what sweep picking does, like I said, it's one direction down, one up, and it's like, so let's say I was doing this. Move this out of the way so make sure you can see it. So you like when I'm doing that, the picking. Yeah, it's a pretty fluid motion. It's not like down, 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 up, up. It's down. One motion. There's a lot of most of the time when people are sweep picking, they're playing a chord as an arpeggio, but it doesn't have to be. Like you can actually do some really badass sweeps by, like, let's say we had an alternate, something that was normally alternate picked, like maybe. Right? You could do that with sweep picking and really. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And hey, Zach, if you, yeah, it's really cool, right? It's kind of awkward at first because it like relies 100% on just two-hand synchronization. Like you're, if one hand's too, like one thing that's really common is the pick will be too fast, just because you are doing one motion, but. All that kind of stuff. Like, it's definitely, yeah, it can be a little awkward to get the hands synchronized. But once you do the badass thing, is it helps. I mean, you can obviously do that, which is really cool. But even like your scales and stuff would be better because you're not, you won't be as inefficient as you were. Your hands will work better. So. Yeah, so I am going to be doing some of that sweep stuff in here for sure. I can't decide where I really want it. The thing is, like at the beginning here, I could outline the chord progression, right? So I'll improvise this. So by no means will this be perfect. But if I wanted to outline the chords, I'll do a slow version for the first half, and then the second half I'll do like right here. I'll play it faster, like more what you'd expect. But but there's more chord progressions in here. But I think I almost like the sound of it here with the space in the riff, but you're only focusing on like pretty much one chord with fills there. So yeah, so let's see what this is. So like, I wouldn't want to do it for the whole section there, but I think it also would sound cool. That pattern. That's the crazy one that I wrote out for the diminished. Doing it in 3. Well, that's badass that you just started though. That's y'all. Everybody just got to start at some, you know. The what are some of the things that you're wanting to be able to do? If anyone, by the way, wants a sweep picking exercise to kind of get them eased into it, I'll show you this real quick before I forget. But this is a really great shape to do because it doesn't use hammer-ons and pull-offs or anything. But if you were to go 9, 8, 7 on strings 3, 2, and 1, and then 10, 8, 7, so it's only 6 notes, but 9, 8, 7, 10, 8, 7. Shoot me an email or, we can send it to you for sure. But yeah, doing this as down, 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 up, 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 and just having that real consistent, because we don't want to have, right? You want, doing that kind of thing, right? So getting that. Anyway, that's a really good exercise to get used to it because a lot of sweeping will have like hammer-ons, pull-offs, and stuff like that, which can get a little bit crazy. Yeah, Jen, that's.